with over 157,000 Americans dead, with us steaming toward 5 million infections, millions more infections than any other country on Earth. The increasing chaos and incoherence and incompetence at the White House matters in life and death terms. I mean, it matters for the overall numbers of Americans dead and sick and unemployed and infected and scared. It also matters to every single American family that right now is trying to figure out if they're going to be working and if their kids are going to be in school. I mean, here's Dr. Deborah Birx. Like her or don't, right? She's the head doctor on the White House's coronavirus response team. Here's Dr. Deborah Birx on CNN State of the Union on Sunday. Quote, if you have high caseload and active community spread, we are asking people to distance learn at this moment so we can get this epidemic under control. She's saying if you have a lot of cases, if you have the active spread of the virus in your state, well, school buildings should stay closed for now, and kids should keep doing distance learning until that high caseload is brought down, until active community spread is stopped. Right? This is not like a mandate from Dr. Birx or anything, but she's explaining this as a clear, scientifically grounded principle for how we should think about whether schools can open, how we should think about what criteria should be used to make decisions about schools opening. Right? This is her telling us how we should think about schools and whether or not kids are going to be remote learning in an ongoing way or whether they can actually go to a physical school building. You can't open schools unless your case numbers are way down and the spread of the virus is under control in your state. That's Dr. Deborah Birx speaking, you would think, on behalf of the White House. But then here's the president at 11:30 last night, all caps, open the schools. And that's his reasoned, scientifically based argument. Open the schools. So that's what we've got as American policy on coronavirus and schools. Good luck, every family in America who's agonizing over this. Good luck and God bless. This is the president who we have for this time. I mean, your kids will never again be the age that they are now. They will never again be this age going into this grade, thinking about this time in their education. But there will always have been this president at this time in their lives, right? Screaming into the void, open the schools! Even as his own coronavirus coordinator tells the public that we cannot do that until it's safe, and here's why.